If you're an insurance agent that wants to see some final expense telesales script fails, you found the right video. I'm going to help you understand what not to say so that you can hopefully find power and profitability in this very simple industry. And before I dive into the final expense script fails, my name is Jason. I'm your friend in the business. I'm very blessed to partner with brand new and veteran agents alike, international agencies selling life, Medicare, and annuities face to face, but more importantly, shoulder to shoulder in the telespace, and free resources always for your taking at jasonfinalexpense.com. And I really appreciate you joining with me in this video. Hope you enjoy it. All right. So first off, number one, this is the way a lot of insecure agents will start their calls and then call it quits. What they say is, hi, Mrs. Johnson. How are things going at 123 Main Street? Whoa, this is a mighty bad way to start the call. Think about it. These sweet prospects have been sold all their life. And if your agency is starting off their script, hi, Mrs. Johnson, how are things going on 123 Main Street? You're just creating sales resistance. You're creating a roadblock when you're trying to make a way. If I called you and said that, hi, Jason, how are you doing at 123 Main Street? You're going to go, what do you want? What are you trying to sell, right? If you're feeling that way, don't you think your clients are finding that same resistance in them? You want to really be a professional and get past this, but this is some really bad ways to try to make paper. It's faulty scripts. So if your place is starting off with, hi, how are things going on 123 Main Street? You got a bad script. All right. Straight up going to tell you. Here's some other scripts that you'll see out there. Another way that they've started it. Hi, this is blankety blankety with the Medicare department. How are you? Never ask anyone how they're doing. You're creating this huge wall when you say, hi, how are you? You don't start a script. And this is where you can kind of smell a bad script a mile away when they start off with asking, hi, how are you today? How's the weather? Do you like dogs? I love dogs. This is the wrong direction for you to take. You don't get a second chance to make a positive and just insanely powerful first impression. And if you're starting off with this type of script, you're not going to be taking the right path here, and you're probably going to get hurt in this very simple industry. So if you're starting with, hi, how are things going today on 123 Main Street? Mighty wrong way. Or, hi, how are you today? Hi, how's the weather? You're not going to make the wealth, my friends. They know right away you're a salesman. You're a salesman. You're a salesman. Stop this bait and switch stuff of pretending you're somehow interested in how they are. Even if you genuinely are, it's going to get your hand stuck in the cookie jar. So there's one. Another way of saying it is like, hi, this is Joe Schmo from Senior Benefits. How are you today? You're an insurance agent. You're not from Senior Benefits. Let's just get real, right? If your business name is Senior Benefits, then phenomenal. But if you're starting your sales call with, hi, this is Jason from Senior Benefits. How are you today? Once again, you're going into a place of insecurity instead of an intent focus on what was on that lead. What you are leading that script with is not, hi, how are you today? It's, how can you serve them based on their request for life insurance? This is the way to start with transparency and truth, not this like, let me tickle your ears and ask you, how are you today? And you're trying to make yourself feel better. I get it. But what's really happening is you're getting a barrier between you and the client. You're creating massive walls of sales resistance when you're just trying to have a conversation. I get it. But if your organization, a bad way to start it is, hi, this is Joe Schmo from Senior Benefits, or hi, I'm from the benefits department in blankety blank town. This is the wrong way to start. Quit asking, how are you today? You really genuinely don't care. And even if you do care, the client's going to feel like you don't care, and you're not going to get past this. You're creating walls. You shouldn't have to say, the reason for my call is this. You know the reason. Address the reason, right? In a lot of these scripts out there, a ton of them, got a ton of here. Majority of them are talking about, hi, how are you today? Hi, how are you today? Hi, this is Joe Schmo from blankety blankety. How are you today? And you're letting that client take control of the conversation, letting that call go wherever it may go. And that's not the right way. Telesales is about control. It's about being very compassionate and helping them with everything. But when you start that script and you don't know what to say because you have a polluted script, or you've got some of these free Franken scripts that just abound like fleas on a dog, you're going to flounder, my friends. It's so important that you have proprietary material. You have proven power scripts. You're not placing yourself into a place where You're creating problems, you're creating roadblocks, and you're just trying to have a real conversation. But when you're asking, hi, how are things going on 123 Main Street? They're going to go, what are you trying to sell me? Come on, let's just get real. You're creating problems. You're creating barriers. If you're asking, how's the weather out today? Or how are you today? And you're trying to create this breath. Believe it or not, clients don't want this. They want you to be clear with them on why you're calling. You got to get in there. You've got to be about them, not about us. If they asked about life insurance, lead with that. If they asked about final expense life insurance coverage, lead with that. We're not from some senior benefits department, blankety, blankety, blankety. What a bunch of hooey. They've been sold their whole life. They can smell this a mile away. So these are some bad ways that a lot of people start off with their scripts, or they start off with, hi, Jason. This is Jason. How are you today? And you wait and let them lead. And then you wonder why you feel lost. Or maybe you lost a lot of money on your leads because you didn't have a good script. You didn't have good systems. You're just starting and you don't know how to end. Your script is so instrumental to you having a chance of finding success, even though 90% may fail. If you're floundering by maybe starting off your script with bad data, you're probably going to have a bad end game here. You won't have the dynamic levels of success that maybe you could. Success is earned, but a script is everything. You have a bad roadmap, you're probably going to get to the wrong destination, my friends. So hope you enjoy this. But yes, never ask, hi, how are you today? Don't ask, how's the weather? How's your dog? Don't start the script off with, hi, Mrs. Johnson. How are things going at 123 Main Street? That's a mighty wrong way to ever be scripting. You're sincerely creating walls without even knowing it. It bleeds insecurity, and you're not insecure. You're a powerful professional there to take care of them. They've got problems. They really need you, and they need you to be at your A game with great scripts, not starting off with this, how's the weather? How are you today? And this, my friends, will take your opportunity away. If you need good scripts, good resources, we'll do anything we can to serve you. Reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. I appreciate you greatly. Hope you liked this video, as wacky and as short as it was. Hope it helped you. We'll see you soon, my friends.